Well, good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. I just woke up not too long ago. Just sitting by the wood stove. It's snowing a little bit. I slept for probably like close to 12 hours. I slept really well. Oh my gosh. This raised bed just did the job. I was so comfortable. I was out. Nothing didn't bother me. I was just gone. So it was really pleasant. Today is supposed to be the coldest day that I'm out here for. Today's only supposed to be a high of 20. And then looking at like a low of 5. So that'll be the cold one tonight. And then it goes back up tomorrow. It was a really nice night though. The wind died down. I only woke up once to go to the bathroom. One moment when I woke up to go to the bathroom, that was probably like 3-4 o'clock. The stove was completely dead. Still had some coals in there, so woke up, threw some logs in there, opened up the door for a little bit, let it get some airflow, and then the stove kicked back up. I rolled over, went back to sleep, and woke up a few hours later and the stove was still warm, so I tossed in a couple more logs and here I am. Really good night. Nice night. I gotta make sure I burn this thing hot. But later on I'm gonna go on an adventure to my bushcraft camp and go filter some water out of the river down there. And I'm gonna let this thing completely die down. I'm gonna take my shovel. I'm gonna clean out all the coals and ashes. Start all over today. That's the end of the first package of bacon. Well, they're all almost done. Those two are done though. Time now I add some sausage patties. Sausage and bacon. No, I come out and use this tent. I want to use it when it's like really cold, like a high of 0, a low of -15. Like last 2 days were mild. Well, came in Friday night, so yesterday was mild. Today is supposed to be a lot cooler, so. Should definitely get some good usage out of it. But it's overkill when you bring a setup like this and you're hoping for colder temps and it just doesn't happen. And the weather has other plans and I'm glad I was able to scrape all the way down to the bare ground. One day I'm hoping I can use a setup like this when it's like extreme cold. We'll see. So this skillet has diced tomato sausage, red and green peppers, and onions. Ooh. Alright, breakfast is served. I got eggs, skillet, bacon, sausage. It's a big breakfast, but I'm going to eat it all because I'm pretty hungry. I think somebody was camping down here. Big chunk of my wall's missing. Some other pieces are gone. Cooking pot's been moved. And the wall that I had set up for my tarp is gone. There are some tracks over here. Let's go investigate. They're not deer. They're not rabbit. Can't tell. Yeah, there's my camp. It's been destroyed. And this is where I did my other tarp camping trip a couple months ago. This is all still here in one piece. Nothing hasn't been moved. Everything's still the way that I left it. And this is where I set my giant tarp up across. Pretty cool. Glad to see I even still have firewood. Yeah. Alright, this is where I'm going to filter some water at. I brought all my canisters down here, so I could fill everything up. Alright, so my thing's pretty filled with ash and coals, and in order to keep a decent fire going all day today and through the night, I'm gonna take my shovel and empty it out. So I'm gonna have some burgers for lunch. Was gonna have some elk meat for lunch, but the elk meat is still frozen solid. So I'm gonna have to deal with some burgers. I would have expected some stuff to start unthawing by now. Yeah, I chopped up. I have enough firewood to get me through the rest of the day and tonight, and tomorrow I leave. So it is the new year. I'm getting my tent set up to have my own little celebration in here. It'll be a surprise, but that'll be for later tonight. So for now, just gonna keep hanging out. Might even take a power nap after eating some burgers. Probably clean my camp up. And then get ready for tonight. Woo, party! Whoop whoop! Let me show you why you should check your Sparker respirator oh so very often. See that? Mine is caked in gunk. And I wasn't getting the airflow, and that's when I realized, oh, I better check this thing out. Well, I pulled it and my stove went up instantly. So I've been out here for 3 days. Should check that more frequently. Always definitely got to be careful with these darn things. I mean, I've only been out here for 3 days and it's already backed up. That's because of the Sparker respirator. So that pretty little dial right there was almost at the edge. Crazy, right? Fixed the stove. It's definitely pretty hot in here again. There's nothing in the forecast, so that's why I kept the Sparker respirator off. I figure I don't have to worry about it this time. But for now it's time to relax. All my chores are done. Lunch was awesome, and now it's time to hang out by the stove and probably keep taking off layers as I go. Just woke up from a nap. It's pretty nice. Slept for like 20 minutes. I put my GoPro out and it's facing this valley over here for a time lapse, the last sunset of 2017. So I don't know why my other battery was dead in my GoPro. Same thing. So yeah, it's doing that. And then I just keeping my stove going. It feels really nice in here. It's not like really hot, but it's not like cool. It's like nice and warm. Feels just right. Where'd he go? Strobe action. Slow dance. What you think? No. Just gotta fix a few. Alright, that's better. A little Christmas action there. And then as it gets closer to the new year, you're gonna see it go from this to that's what we're here for. Happy New Year! So, you know how in a hot tent, how heat rises? Well, I got this giant frozen clump on the bottom of my Monster that I'm going to drink later. And just hold it up high. And it just breaks it away. I did it to my other drink and it just fell apart instantly. Well, we got 6.5 hours until midnight. Or I mean, 5.5 hours now. Am I reading the clock right? Okay, yeah. 5.5 hours. Alright, so bypass some time. I was going to continue reading, but before I read my book, I wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff. So, it's getting hot in here. As we approach the new year, I wanted to talk about some of my upcoming trips that I have in store. One of which is a big trip that I have planned for the end of February. It is a 9-day winter trip, kind of like this, but my shelter would be different. I'm hoping to actually get like a 2-3 person canvas tent, and I have invited a couple other friends to go out. Well, one of them is all excited just as I am, and the other one, he's not so much. So we're trying to get ready for it. So we're actually planning on coming to this area, so hopefully by that time, about a month and a half, almost 2 months practically, the snow is going to be a lot deeper up here, and there's a lot things that we want to accomplish. So that's one of the big trips that I have in stored. And then I'm probably going to be taking January off to take care of some things that I gotta do, but I have plenty of footage to keep uploading, so I'm gonna keep going on that. As for camping, it'll probably be another month before I go out and go on another camping trip. And then I want to go out and do a camping trip before my big trip, so that way I could gear myself. And then I'll probably do like some small hikes on the side Maybe some mine explorers. I'm not sure. We'll see. But for now, I mean, I'm never sure what I'm gonna end up doing. I just take it week by week. But bigger trips, I usually plan those out way ahead. So the idea for this trip is to go out for 9 days in a nice hot tent. Hopefully that it is cold, like actually like 10 degrees for a high, maybe a low of negative 10, 15 degrees. Do some ice fishing. I never did get to that. And enjoy good food, hang out, possibly go on a hike, explore the area. I mean, we have so much that we can do. And us, hopefully, I'm trying to convince the third one. We'll see. But for now, getting ready to approach the end of the year. Getting here set. Have you been feeling down, depressed? You don't know how to write yourself? Well, then, I hate to tell you this. You should eat a Snickers bar. Because you're not you when you're hungry. Think I'm finally figuring the stove out finally. I got it, been keeping it really elevated at a good temperature, especially at this temperature gauge, and the fact that it's got a good airflow to keep it burning. So, this thing's really doing good. You know, this, yeah. I had a hiccup. Sorry. This, bed that I built, this could easily sit like 5 or 6 people on it alone, and then probably a person in front, and then a person out on the side. So could definitely cram some people in here. It'd be hot as heck, but it'd be totally worth it. I mean, me sitting on here, I have this wide open space just on my own. I take up this little area. Fit somebody right there, somebody there, there. You get my point. Supposed to have people go with me on this trip, but they canceled all at the last minute. So I decided to just go myself. I've been doing these New Year trips. This is 5 years now. Getting really good at it. The first year, it's pretty crazy. Second year, kind of the same. Third year, not so bad. Fourth year was in this. And here I am in year 5. And all of a sudden, this is my way to ring in the new year. Hot tent definitely makes it worthwhile now. And then building this bench definitely, like, I've never felt so great about sitting in a tent for as long as I have. Sometimes I'll go outside and wander about, go to the bathroom, go see any stars. There's a full moon right now. What? A little crazy. And also being out here by myself in the wilderness, away from it all. Oh boy, count down the clock. Five hours. So, just kind of hanging out. Oh yeah, never did mention, so my AirPad being on my reflector would make everything slide. So every time I sat down, I just felt like I kept trying to slide off of it. So I took some cord and I tied it around and nothing. Now I'm secure. Sleep's gonna be great. Sleep's a long ways away. 7:45. 15 minutes till 8 and then 4 more hours till midnight. Just counting down. Trying to do everything I can to keep myself awake till that time. Figure, I don't know why I stay up. I just stay up, I guess, because turn of the clock, turn of the century, or turn of the year, and I'm out here. I'm not at a party. I'm not sitting at home watching TV, hanging out doing nothing. I'm not out getting in trouble. I'm out here in my hot tent in the wilderness, listening to some tunes, reading a book, munching on some food, and stocking up this stove. Oh my gosh. There goes again. It's gotta be like 100 in here again. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like coming out here for the new year. Keeps me out of trouble. No drinking and driving for this guy. 8 o'clock now. Yeah. 4 more hours. Just counting down. Whoa. If I had one of those spinny things or whatever. On my watch. Whoa. But I do have these. Dun, dun. Are you ready to party? 'Cause it's getting hot in here. Walking on the moon at night. Oh no, it's dark. Yeah, I'm trying to fight my eager for tiredness, but I got a monster that I want to drink. Keep me up for a while. I might endure in that. I said 10 o'clock, but it is filled with the rim of the brie. The rim of the brie. Much better. No alcohol for this guy. But I do have something. talk about it in a little while. No, it's not drugs. It's my own idea of fun. Let's get this party started. Yeah, what did I do with them? Okay. So, to basically keep myself occupied for the time being, I found my cards and I'm playing. You know, I don't even know what I'm playing. I'll describe it to you. It's like war, basically. So, I'm trying to get rid of all of the cards in my hands. And I have a set of cards right here laid down. And I'm trying to add them up or take them down. And then the last remaining cards that are flipped over will be the determine on what area wins. So if they have better cards than me, then they win. If I have better cards, then I win. But I have to get through all of these in order to get to that point. Getting there, very close. $9:15 now. Woo, getting closer. About 2.5 hours left to go, so just kind of hanging out. Playing some cards. Trying to see who can empty each hand faster by counting up or counting down. Pretty crazy. It's fun. It's keeping me entertained, so that's all that matters. Pick a card. Pick any card. Is this your card? I'm not sure either. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 2 more hours. And then celebration time. Whoop whoop. The only way I'm occupying myself is playing cards. I win some. Computer wins some. It goes back and forth. It's really nice in here. I feel great. It's perfect temperature. Tell being in tank top and all, so I feel pretty good right now. It's got nice hanging out, playing some cards to bypass the time. Otherwise, I'd probably be bored out of my mind. Oh. Ooh, 11 o'clock, 1 more hour. Cheers, guys. It's a medicated soda. Pretty good. I've had a few in my time. No alcohol, but something different. 1 more hour. Counting down. I'm not playing cards anymore. I'm gonna do other things like just sit here, probably munch on food. Keep jamming out and counting down the final minutes now. Happy freaking New Year! Woo! 2018. 2018. What you know? Welcome to 2018 with me, guys. I managed to stay awake all the way. Well, good morning. It's a little past 9 o'clock. I am starting to break down camp. I have a time frame that I gotta be out of here, so I'm going to, or I started breaking down camp. I've been up for like an hour. I was just warming up my batteries. I let the wood stove go in the middle of the night, so it's cold to the touch, so I can break that down. But otherwise, it was a pretty pleasant night. Slept pretty well when I did finally sleep. It tossed and turned for a bit, but it happens. Otherwise, a really good night. Alright, so I want to show my raised bed now that I got everything off. So, just a log going this way, stake to hold it, and then 6 logs across. And I measured this all by using my axe. I took my axe and I measured the ground inside, counted how many, when it cut to piece, and then cut them all. Only one that I didn't like was this one right here. Had a down slope right there. Otherwise, really great. Really liked it. I never built a raised bed before. I'm out of here, everyone. This is it. I've had a very awesome time. It was a blast. Everything that I could have asked for on this journey. So I'm gonna hit the trail and go meet my ride. So happy New Year. Thanks again. Subscribe for new adventures. Always posting new things, and I will see you guys on the next one.